Getting a little bit higher. With every step I take, I'm getting good. Getting a little bit better. I'm climbing to the top. Never gonna stop. I'm getting good. Oh, shoot.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Oh Shoot. I'm your host, Cassidy Lynne, and happy Monday. Happy Thanksgiving week if you celebrate. If you don't celebrate, I'm assuming maybe you don't live in America, or maybe you don't like the holiday. Either way, it's the holiday season, and I've got the holiday, what am I even trying to say? I've got the holiday itch, right? I am in the spirit this year. This doesn't always happen, but this year, yeah, I'm locked into the holidays. I just love the coziness of it. I love a good blanket. I love a good Christmas light. I love just like the vibes. I love a warm drink. Like, this is me. Okay. So yeah, this week we have Thanksgiving. So you might be listening to this after Thanksgiving, or maybe you're prepping. Yeah, it's an exciting week. We also have Black Friday. There's a lot going on. So this episode, we're actually going to go through my photographer holiday gift guide. And in doing this episode, I wanted to give you guys, I guess, like some ideas to tell people, like, as a photographer, if you want to support my business, here are some gifts you could get me. I also have like other ideas for non-photography related things. Also, this would be great if you have a photographer friend that you want to get them a gift. Lots of things. But I've made a list. It's also downloadable. So if any of this stuff that I'm mentioning is interesting to you, or you want like exact links to everything, I'll include it in the description of the episode. So there's going to be a link to my gift guide, with all the links to everything I'm talking about. So first things first, we have some really big news to talk about. The big news is that Sony released a 28 to 70 millimeter lens f2.0. So you might be wondering, why is this a big deal? Well, I'll tell you, because I have been begging for this lens for so long. I have been praying. I have been manifesting. I've been dreaming. I've been literally begging on my hands and knees to the Sony team for this lens. Not like actually, but I did, like, at the Sony condo trip, I did talk to like one of the engineers and was like, you guys should release this lens. So whether or not I'm taking credit for this lens, I don't know. I don't know how long it takes them to whip up a lens. It feels like it could be a kind of quick thing. So yeah, you guys can thank me for this lens. I'm just kidding. But like, this lens is amazing. Seriously. Like, I am so excited for everyone to get their hands on this lens. I was actually sent this lens by the Sony team before it came out. And I'm so happy that they did that. I had to return it. So like, I didn't even get to keep it. But like, I'm so happy that I even got to use it, because I have been wanting this lens for so long. I've never actually used a 28 to 70 f2, but I have always heard great things about it. So when I finally got to shoot with it, truly, like, I didn't know it was possible to have a lens that I feel so passionately about in a good way, because it's literally like a prime lens for me. I never go below f2, but I'm able to zoom. So I'm getting that same effect as like my 50 millimeter, as my 35, as a 70. I'm getting all of that all at the same time. When I was shooting with it for the first time, actually zooming with it and seeing that happen, like seeing the f2 be maintained while also changing the focal length, it was like, I could have cried. I really could have. I could have wept right then and there in front of my clients, because the lens is really that good. So I'm not saying you have to pre-order it, but I'm saying maybe you should pre-order it. Or maybe you should save up for when busy season starts, you have this lens. Because I'm telling you, if you're a prime person or someone that likes to shoot with a lower aperture, this lens is gonna do it for you. It's life-changing. Like seriously, I'm gonna buy 2 and then get rid of some of my lenses. Cause it's like, what's the point? What's the point of having a 35 millimeter if I literally can get all that? I never go below a 2.0 anyway. So it's just going to be life-changing. Truly. I'm so excited. So yeah, I use the lens. It's great. I did 2 shoots with it. I actually recorded a podcast episode on it. I don't remember which one it was. But everything about that lens, seriously, write it in your Christmas list. That's going to be the first thing we're going to ask for. A good $3,000 Christmas gift. Give it to me. It comes out in December, I think. And I think the price point is, I could actually look it up. I thought it was $24.99, but I could be wrong. Let me just solidify. Also, my dog is hopping up trying to sit by me. Okay. Oh, it says that it's going to be $28.99. Okay. So like basically 3,000. If you're watching on YouTube, say hi to Appa. He's currently sitting on my lap. Yeah. So that was the first big update. My second big update, well, not necessarily an update, but something I want to talk about. At this point, I'll have posted this. I am doing a Wicked shoot. And I'm so excited. So basically the movie Wicked, we all know it's coming out. It came out this past weekend. And I have been feeling like lately, I'm like, I want to do a shoot for fun and just like see how it turns out. And I am really hoping, I haven't done it yet. When I'm recording this, I'm going to do the shoot tomorrow. Charlie's been out of town, so I've been needing him to help me shoot it. So he's going to be back in town and I want to shoot it for a couple reasons. I love Wicked. It's such a fun musical. I went and saw it for the first time on Broadway. When was that? In September. I had never known the storyline or anything like that. It was so good. Second, I really love the pink of Galinda. Like, I love the dresses. I love the inspo. I love the bubbles, but I also love the green and like the dark aspect as well. So I'm really excited. I got a blonde wig. I'm going to try to put it on. We'll see. I've never put on a wig before, so we'll see how that goes, but hopefully it goes well. Can't be that hard. Yeah, so I'm doing a Wicked shoot, and honestly, I'm just doing it for fun. Like, it's not like I'm trying to book clients off of it or anything. It's literally just for the content. It's a fun time to try a fun shoot based on a fun concept. So that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. Okay, we're going to get into the Christmas gift guide or holiday gift guide because it's not just Christmas. There's all holidays. And we're going to start right at the top. And this one's going to be the most obvious. We're going to start with the photographer category. Number one, something that probably a lot of photographers are asking for this holiday season are the Ray-Ban Meta glasses. And I do not blame you guys. You know, I have been talking about these glasses since the spring, since like the beginning of the year. I got these glasses early and they have proven to be so worth the money. I have no idea if they're going to do a Black Friday sale. They're normally $299. They could do Black Friday sale. Maybe they don't. Either way, like, those glasses are it. And they sell out really, really quickly, especially like just the plain clear ones. Those sell out really quickly. So if you're someone that wants them, make sure you let someone know soon because they could sell out. I do know they started doing like different colors and shapes and stuff. So I saw some with like circular Ray-Ban Meta glasses and I was like, that's new. I only have like the basic, like the most classic Ray-Ban frames. Like, mine are literally so basic. And I absolutely love them. It's so helpful for content too. Like, if I'm ever like, I need content to post, my Ray-Ban Meta glasses are it. So number one, Ray-Ban Meta glasses, mark it down, tell your friends and family. Obviously the new 28-70, the new Sony 28-70. And obviously, okay, so here's what I have to say. Sorry, I just bumped my mic. Here's what I have to say about the 28-70. I love that Canon users are so supportive. I do. I got a lot of DMs of people being like, so happy for Sony users. Like, this is going to be so amazing for them. But I feel like it's a little backhanded because Canon users are all like, well, we've had this lens, so like, welcome. And I feel like it's a little petty. It's not, but it is. So I don't think people realize like, oh, I'm so excited for you. Kind of like, it's a little demeaning in some ways. Although they probably don't mean it like that. It's just how it seems. So it's so funny because I'm so excited for this lens, but I've just been getting so many DMs and comments being like, Canon's had it. We're so excited for Sony people because Canon has experienced it and it's great. It's just really funny to me. But the 28-70 is definitely something to add to your wish list. If you have someone that gets you really expensive gifts, this would be a great option to drop a couple bands on the 28-70. It's available for pre-order. And actually, let's look to see when it would get delivered. Estimated delivery is December 17th through 18th if you pre-order it. So yeah, not too bad, not too shabby. Okay, next up on the Christmas wish list is my merch. And I don't talk about my merch all that much, but if you're a photographer or you have a friend who's a photographer, I think this is a great gift because it's not necessarily a practical piece of gear, especially if you're in like a lower price range. Like if you don't want to spend more than $100 on a photographer, most likely you're not going to be getting them some absolutely monumental thing for their business. Rather, you can get them something little and fun and goofy and just like, I don't know. So I think my merch is a really good option for the holiday season. I actually get a lot of orders around this time of year. If you do order my merch, just so you guys know, you have to order before December 1st if you want to see it by Christmas. So just putting that out there. But my merch, great option for photographers. If you want to match with someone, if you are married to someone that's a photographer, if you want to send my merch to your significant other, that would be a great idea. I have a lot of really cozy sweatshirts that would be really, really fun for editing season, winter season. So that would be a great thing to send to your friends and family. Another great gift idea is a hard drive. And I know it sounds kind of boring, but hard drives are within that price range where they would be a good gift to get a photographer, but they're also so practical. Like every single photographer uses hard drives. And if you don't, which in my advice column last week, someone didn't use hard drives. If you're that person, maybe add it to your Christmas list that you want hard drives. But everybody uses hard drives. It's inevitable that you're going to run out of hard drive space and you're going to have to get new ones. So it's one of those inevitable investments that it's so worth it and honestly would be great to just have someone else get for you. A hard drive, even if you don't have any hard drives, just having one is better than none. And that would be a really great thing to get a loved one, a family member, photographer friend. The hard drives specifically that I like are the SanDisk SSD drives. I also really like the Samsung SSDs, and then Lexar has a really great SSD as well. So those are just a few options for you. The exact ones that I like are linked in the gift guide that will be in the description of this episode if you want to check it out. Black Friday is officially upon us this week, and I am doing one of my only sales of the year, which is up to 40% off of my Cassidy Lynne education shop. These deals are only going to be available from Friday, November 29th until December 1st, which is a Sunday. And I have some amazing deals for you guys. Obviously, I'm going to show out for my only sale of the year. I've got 40% off all of my digital products, so my presets, my brushes, my templates, 10% off all of my merch. So of course, if you're a photographer, you want merch for Christmas, this is a sale you're going to want to send to your friends and family. Also, all of my courses have reopened just for this sale. So 20% off all of my courses, my wedding course, my Back to the Basics course, my Find Your Influence course, they're all going to be open for a very limited time at 20% off. And of course, we can't forget about my wedding photographer clothing brand Necessity, which is also 20% off only for Black Friday. If you've been eyeing anything in my photography education shop, now is the time to act because this is my biggest sale of the year and prices are not going to get lower than this. Head on over to CassidyLynneEducation.com/shop or necessity.com to get access to all of these Black Friday deals. Remember, they're only only available until December 1st, which is a Sunday, and I'm not going to be extending the sale. So this is your only chance to cash in on the Black Friday deals. Mark your calendars and get ready because this sale is going to be amazing. And thank you guys so much for listening. Let's get back to the show. The only thing worse than taking too many photos while you're shooting is getting home and then having to edit all of them. Here are some ways to speed up your editing workflow without losing any quality in your work. Today, I want to introduce Aftershoot Edits 2.0. You can experience the most consistent edits straight out of Aftershoot. One of my favorite things about Aftershoot is their upgraded white balance and exposure AI models. Even if your lighting varies during your session and you have a lot of drastic changes, Aftershoot's able to instantly fix any blown out highlights, murky shadows, and overall, this feature allows you to have balanced photos no matter what your lighting conditions were. Another way to speed up your editing workflow is by using AI masking in Aftershoot Edits 2.0. This feature allows you to selectively edit your images through masking. With AI masking, Aftershoot can automatically select your subjects and adjust them to really make them pop in your image. Another great way to save time while you're editing is to use Aftershoot's advanced cropping and straightening. This tool allows you to customize and select any aspect ratio, and it even automatically crops in your photos so that the focus is more on your subject. It also can automatically straighten your photo, which is going to save you so much time in the long run. Say goodbye to spending way too much time editing your photos and use Aftershoot Edits 2.0. Aftershoot has an exclusive offer for all Oh Shoot listeners, so go to the link in the description of this episode to find out more. Thank you guys so much for watching, and now back to the show. Check it out. Another great thing to add to your wish list is SD cards. Again, same thing. Every photographer needs them. You have to replace them every once in a while. It's always great to have extras on hand. And they're like, these are really not that expensive, especially if you're just using like 64 gigabytes or something like that. Like those are like $25. So that would be a great gift for a photographer friend. Like you can just never go wrong with an extra SD card. If someone wants to splurge on you, Lexar has really, really good SD cards, guys. I worked with Lexar on a project earlier this year and they sent me some of their SD cards. And like if I am like searching through my SD cards and I'm just trying to grab an SD card to use, the Lexar one is going to be my preferred top SD card. It's amazing. I love it. So that would be a great thing to add to your list. Another thing is, this is more on the home office side of things. I, in my office, have like an acrylic laptop stand, and I really feel like it is so amazing. Like having my laptop propped up so I'm not like hunched over is amazing. Like that small detail in my posture makes such a big difference in how my back feels. You know, if you're editing for hours and hours on end and you have a laptop, you don't have a desktop, having that elevated, like I want you to try this. Like if you don't have a way to elevate your laptop, take like a stack of a bunch of books and put your laptop on top of books on top of a table and see the difference between like having your laptop on the table versus having it on the books. It really is so amazing. It's a great investment for like your well-being as a photographer. So my acrylic laptop stand, I love it. It's around like $20. So it would be a great gift for someone. That is also linked in the gift guide. I have an LED light linked, and it's like an RGB LED panel. I would say it's like 6 inches by 3 inches, maybe. But it's basically a light panel that can do any color you want, any brightness you want. Like it's fun because you can kind of just like hold it anywhere and get this like fun glow of a different color on your subject. Or, you can even use it just to be like a white light, just like to brighten up your subject. So it's really fun for like those more artistic, fun, shoots. If you want to get creative with lighting or stuff like that. This LED light panel is perfect. I think this one's around like $50 or $60. So it's a little bit more on the expensive side, but definitely worth it. And this would be a great thing to ask for if you're just wanting to have more fun, creative shoots this winter. Okay, next we have the Godox V1 Pro Flash. And to my knowledge, I could not find it on Amazon anywhere. Normally I link all my stuff on Amazon, and it was like sold out, guys, like everywhere. The Godox V1 Pro was sold out. So it's definitely high up on my list for you guys to get. I think it ranges from like $300 to $500. I don't know the exact price. So it's definitely going to be like a multiple of hundreds of dollars type of gift. But it's a really, really nice flash. And like one of my absolute favorite flashes, like all of the upgrades they made to the Godox V1 Pro from the Godox V1, amazing. Definitely needed to happen. So that's a great little bit higher end, but so practical gift to add to your list. Some bags for you guys. There is the, what is it called? Oh, I'm blanking. The Wandered? I think it's pronounced Wandered. The Wandered camera bag. This is a great thing to ask for. It is, I want to say $200. So a little bit more expensive, but it's a great bag. And I bring my Wandered bag with me everywhere, every time I travel. There is no better bag to travel with than this backpack because it fits perfectly under your seat. And it has a luggage strap. It has a little like passport holder, like a hidden passport holder. It's the best camera bag I own. And I will even bring it with me to travel when I don't have any shoots, when I'm not even bringing gear. I just like the backpack that much. So it's a great backpack. Along the same lines as like a bag would be a laptop tote bag. This is something, it's kind of hard to explain. I have it linked in the guide. I have a big black tote. It's leather, and its purpose is essentially to carry my laptop. But it's really cute. So I have it in black. My struggle was I have a 16-inch laptop, and a lot of laptop bags do not fit 16 inches. They go to 15 inches. So it was really hard for me to find a 16-inch bag, but I found one. I think it's only like $50 or something like that. But I love it. I use it all the time. Even like when I'm traveling, sometimes when I travel, like I just went to Nashville to visit my sister, and I brought this laptop bag instead of a backpack because I had my suitcase, but I didn't need to bring much gear. So this is a great bag as well. I have another bag on here. Oh, it's the, so two options. Basically a fanny pack, like a camera specific fanny pack would be a great thing to add to your list. Wandered has a great one. I know a lot of people that travel with these and kind of use them as slings almost. Like they're technically fanny packs, but you can wear them as a sling, and you can put your gear in it. It holds like a lens and a camera. So not a lot, but it holds enough that you could travel around with it. It'd feel safe, but it's still like protecting your gear. Sorry if you hear like crunching right now. Abba is like chewing on a bone. So another fanny pack option for you would be the Kindly camera bag fanny pack. They have the ones that have like the built-in harnesses and stuff. So, you know, they're really fun. If you shoot weddings and you find a need for a fanny pack, this is a great option. So those are some bags for you guys. Other things you could ask for, an AI editing software subscription. I know it sounds stupid, but seriously, sometimes you got to ask for that for the holiday season. You got to be like, yo, get me an editing software. So you can ask for an aftershoot subscription. That would be great. I have an aftershoot code with the podcast. It's code Cassidy. And then related to kind of like digital products would be presets. This is kind of niche, but if you've been eyeing presets for a while, sometimes to me that means more than just like, oh, here's a piece of clothing, here's a $20 plant. Like if it's something that I genuinely want, if you've been eyeballing some digital products, some preset pack, it really would be a great time to ask for that. Like truly. And that'd be easy because then there's no shipping. Like it's perfect. So I have my satin summer preset pack if you're interested. Wink, wink, wink. But anyway, moving on. A film camera. This is a great thing to ask for. Film cameras are not too expensive, depending on the ones you get. I do know like some of them, like there's a really popular one. I think it's Contax is a really popular film camera. And I think those are more expensive because they got really popular. I have linked in the gift guide an Olympus point and shoot film camera. It's not the exact film camera that I just got, but it's the same brand. It's very, very similar. Like the flash pops out, like it looks very similar. This is a really fun, it's like a business gift, but it's also a personal gift. like when you get a film camera, yeah, you're going to use it for business, but you're also going to use it a lot for personal. So I think a film camera should be tip top of your list with the Ray-Ban Meta glasses. A film camera that is going to be easy to use. So point and shoot or something like that. It gets tricky when your film camera becomes manual, as I've talked to you guys about. Just a little film tidbit. I actually was talking with my friend yesterday who shoots film, and she brought her film roll to like a local film place, and she got all the photos back, and there was like a line in all of her photos. Like it was like a rainbow colored line. And she had just gotten this film camera. So she was like, oh, my film camera must be like broken or something. There must be like, a lot of times when that happens, it can be a result of like there being a little bit of a light leak in between your lens and the camera body. And so like, you know, your film can get slightly exposed to light or whatever it is. So she thought it was really weird. And so she like just reached out to the developer and just was like, hey, like my film that you scanned in, like there's this line, can you check to see if it was a scanner? And sure enough, she like the worker sends it through the scanner again and the line disappeared. So, yeah, it wasn't even a problem with her film camera at all, which I just thought was interesting. That like the scanner can do that. I don't know enough about film. I don't know if I've said this to you guys, but I have been interested, emphasis on the interested, in developing film. Now, why the heck would I do that? Good question. I don't really know, other than I just think it sounds fun. I know developing film's expensive, so like it'd be really fun to like be able to do it myself. I have room in my house, have blackout curtains so I can make a dark room or a closet or whatever. I feel like I could do it, but I think I just need like the push. Maybe that's what I'll ask for Christmas, is like a film developing set or like a film scanner with like some tutorial for how to do it. I don't know. Moving on. Kind of on the camera route, if we're going to just talk about cameras, a great camera to ask for would be the Canon PowerShot. Now Canon has a new PowerShot that's out and it's kind of expensive. I'm talking about the Canon PowerShot, like the vintage old ones that are like colorful and whatever. I did link these in the gift guide. This is what I used for a really long time. Mine actually broke, so I'm really sad, but I love this digital camera. It's so fun. It's so vintage feeling. And it's cheap. So if you've been feeling like you want a little camera to carry around with you to take good photos, like, but they still kind of have a little bit of a film look, that's going to be the Canon PowerShot. Now we're dreaming big on this next one because I did write down the Canon G7X. I know that the G7X is sold out sometimes. I know it's really expensive. It's like $1,000. Like, it's a really good camera though. And like everyone loves it for a good reason. So if you've got someone that wants to splurge on you, write it down, add it to your list. Maybe it does go for sale on Black Friday. I don't know, but yeah, Canon G7X. And then along the same lines is the Sony RX100. This is a digital camera that I use a lot. I feel like I do compare it to the G7X pretty closely. I would say they're pretty similar. There's a built-in flash. You can shoot in RAW, manual, all the things. It's a really great camera. And that one is also around $1,000. Okay, moving on. If you're a little organization freak like me, you can ask for a label maker. This is like $15. Great option, cheap stocking stuffer. Fun for labeling your hard drives. You can label SD cards. You can label all sorts of things. Along the lines of labeling and SD cards is, I don't know how else to explain it other than like, just look at the gift guide that I made and go to the like jewelry organizer that's in there. It technically is an organizer for beads, like jewelry beads, but this would be a great way during busy season to organize all of your SD cards. So a lot of people prefer not to format their SD cards after a shoot or whatever. Like they just want to hold on to them just in case, get all the photos delivered, and then they'll get rid of the SD cards and like format them. So if you're someone that holds on to SD cards and organizes them before formatting them, a jewelry organizer specifically for beads. I just found that with the beads, like they're these separate plastic containers and then they all go into like one collective plastic container. So that would be really easy for like, organizing and all of that. A mini camera umbrella. This is a fun one. I made a video on it a while ago, but it's literally an umbrella that like goes into your hot shoe on your camera, and it's for like if it rains or something. It would be helpful for like the summer, like whenever you're shooting, just to keep the umbrella in your car or in your bag or whatever. That one's under $30. I think it's like 10 or something like that. Universal lens caps. If you are someone like me who loses your lens caps, 'tis the season to replace your lens caps and get universal lens caps. What I like about the universal aspect of it is like, I'll be losing a lens cap over here and then I lose a lens cap over there and then I find this one and whatever. So I feel like it's not ever one lens that's missing. It's always just like every lens, but then some lenses have lens caps sometimes, other times they don't. So that's why I like that it's universal, because I can like, switch to really whatever, like any lens can have the cap on. So that's going to be that's also under $30. I, a long time ago, made this video about these little tiny SD card keychains, and I still think they're really cute. And so I'm adding them this year. It's literally it holds 4 SD cards. It's like a little keychain, and I just think it's adorable. I love it. So that one's also under $30. So that would be a great thing to add to your list. I have a specific battery charger that I really like that I wanted to share. It's by the brand Newer. It's literally just, it's a battery charger, but the thing with it is like, if you ever want to also use it as a portable charger, you can. Like the batteries from your camera, that's what it uses to also like charge a device if you wanted to. So what's nice about it, it's kind of a 2-for-1. You can plug it in and get your batteries to charge. But if you have this with you while you're shooting, and let's say you don't need the camera batteries, but your phone's dead, you could also charge your phone off of it too. So it's really helpful. I love it. It's very compact, mobile. And then the last thing, wait, is that it? Oh, yeah, that's it. Cool. Wow. Easy. I am going to go through some of my personal things that I added to my list this year. Take it or leave it with this stuff. This is all, I feel like when it comes to Christmas lists, they're very personalized and everyone has their own things that they want. One of my top things that I want this year is the Rhode glazing milk. So Hailey Bieber's brand Rhode. It's like a skin serum for like hydrating, but everyone I've talked to about this has had amazing things to say. Like it just makes your skin so dewy, so amazing. If you've got a significant other that likes skincare, this would be a great gift. Also, these items are not in my gift guide, so you can kind of just listen. Bronzing drops, that's also on my list. I just want like I feel like makeup wise, I get annoyed because I get paler in the winter. But even my paleness fluctuates around. So I want like drops to be able to like customize my stuff. I really want like more lip glosses. I feel like, is this all makeup right now? I want more Summer Fridays lip glosses and more Rhode lip tints. Love them. I also, I'm so mad at myself. If you're watching on YouTube, you see I have the Rhode phone case that holds like my lip gloss. I love this phone case, no matter what the haters will say. I love it. And they have a really cute fall limited edition color, espresso. Like it's like a dark brown. And I really want it. And I added it to my Christmas list, but then I went to go look back to link it and they don't have it in stock. It's like all sold out. It's like the only color that's sold out. So I'm really sad about that. But that was something I really wanted. Also clothing wise, if you're watching on YouTube, you can see I'm wearing like a maroon like sweater. I want a scarf that is this color maroon. I've been finding that pops of red this fall and winter are so fun to incorporate into just like a very plain outfit. I want more like bunchy socks. So like to wear with my little platform Uggs, you can get these socks that really like bunch up at the bottom. They kind of look like leg warmers ish, but that's on my list. More cotton headbands. So like the literally cotton headbands. There's nothing else I have to say about that. I just love them. I think they're so fun and I need a couple more. Pilates socks. This is just like me. I just need more Pilates socks. There's this really cute jacket called the Barber jacket. It's like a style of jacket. Barber spelled not like barbershop, but with a U. So BARBOUR. And it's essentially like, I don't even know how to describe it. Let me see if I can find a good description. So it's like it's like a jacket that's like a plain color and it buttons up, but then the collar is a different color. It's usually like the collar is brown and then the rest of the jacket is a different color. Yeah, that's like the best way I have to explain that. And then the last thing I want to say is under eye masks. That's a great thing to add to your list. I'm always wearing like under eye masks, just like right under my eyes while I'm working in the morning. Yeah, so that's it. Oh, no. You know what else I have on my list is a robe. And I wear my robe all the time. Like even just like if I'm cold, I'll put my robe on. In the morning, like my first like hour of work is like in my robe. So I asked for the Jerf Avenue robe, which is Matilda Jerf. She's like an influencer. She has this amazing brand called Jerf Avenue. Her robes are so cute. I've always loved their like patterns and stuff like that. So her robes are on my list because I'm a robe girl. I have 2 robes. I could use more. So yeah, that is all for this week. I know it's a little bit of a shorter episode, but I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a break so you can breathe and have a great day and week with Thanksgiving. I do have a really fun collab coming out next week, so stay tuned for that. And we've got some submission episodes coming up, and I know you guys love those. You eat them up, so stay tuned for your favorite episodes, and I will see you next week for another episode. Have an amazing rest of your day.